Hello. So yes, it's finished. Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 2. A fantastic flying start of the season at the Cardiff City Stadium this afternoon. Fantastic result. A little bit nervy in the second half, but what a way to start the season. Just what you want, just what Reggie Labrie wanted to get off to a great start. 3 points on the board in the first game. Couldn't be more happier. We started off with the lineup that I predicted, which we all thought was going to be, with Patterson in goal, Trey Hume right back, Adji Alisi and Luke O'Nien in the middle, Dennis Cirkin left back. In the middle we had Alan Brown making his debut alongside Job. We had Roberts on the right, Clark on the left, and Eliza Mienda with Dan Neil captaining the side for the first time. And the first half started off, Cardiff, as you would expect, the home side, their first game of the season. They started well, they were pressing us hard. We found it a bit difficult in the first 15 minutes. We couldn't get out. Like I say, Cardiff, full of energy, high pressing. We were giving the ball away, but they didn't really hurt us apart from one header that I think Patterson tipped round the post. Once the game started to settle down a little bit, the first 15 minutes, we started coming into the game a lot more. And then on 17, 18 minutes, we'll get the first goal. A great goal. We'll win a free kick. Roberts crosses the ball in a great crossing. Dennis Cirkin's at the back post, heads it back across, and there's Luke O'Nien from like 2 yards out to nod it in. It's 1-0. It's a fantastic start. All important to get that first goal in the game, in any game. But the first game of the season kind of knocked their plugs in a bit, sickened them. And I thought from there, the rest of the first half, we played well. We then kind of dominated the rest of the first half, I thought. And, we could have went on to score probably another goal to try and settle us down before half time. Referee, I thought first half was a bit poor. It was rather lenient, kept on missing free kicks and giving free kicks that weren't free kicks and not giving free kicks that were. Especially tackles from behind, he seemed to be missing them. Alan Brown in the first half looked really good. He settled into that midfield really well. Roberts, really good, full of energy, looks sharp. The signing of Paveda has probably given him the kick up the arse that he needed, and he proved it today. Jack Clark struggled a little bit to get into the game, but was always a threat down that left-hand side. Eliza Mienda worked really hard in the first half, but still lacks that strength to hold the ball at what we need. But overall, it was a great, solid 1-0 half-time. A good performance to go in at half-time. Second half, you're expecting Cardiff to come out and give it a real go, and to be fair, second half was a totally different story. They upped the pace even more. We kept on giving the ball away. We were sloppy in midfield. And the second half was a prime example of why we're crying out for this centre forward who can hold the ball up. Because time and time again, we didn't have an out ball. We were looking for somebody for the back to goal to keep hold of it. And it wasn't. Mienda, like I say, although he grafted, he's not strong enough. He's soft. And he hasn't got the strength or the know-how to hold the player off. And that's what was sadly lacked in that second half, because the ball was coming back all the time, coming back towards us. We couldn't keep hold of it. And I was worried. I really thought Cardiff were going to push for an equaliser. But to be fair, they didn't really cause us any problems. Yes, they attacked quite a bit, but like I say, Patterson didn't really have a great deal to do. Hume was booked for a tackle in the second half. Elise was booked for a free kick, but he gave away. It was a bit of a bad tackle. The free kick resulted in nothing. A shot by Perry NG went straight over the bar. And it's a case of then, can we hang on? 72 minutes, we make a substitution. Russian comes on for Mienda, and then in 77 minutes, Rigg comes on for Roberts, just to try and shore that midfield up and give us a little bit more pace. And when it gets to 85, 86, 87 minutes, you're thinking, right, can we just hang on? Just hang on for the massive 3 points that we need to get the first 3 points on the board. And then 89th minute, fantastic play by Job. He chases the ball back in midfield. He wins the ball from the midfielder, breaks forward, plays the ball out with Jack Clark. Clark, trademark Jack Clark, cuts inside, rifles a shot into the bottom right hand corner. It's 2-0, it's game over. Fantastic finish, but Job, couldn't praise him enough. I know I've been criticised him on here time and time again, but that bit of play was fantastic. Great energy in the 89th minute to win the ball back, and then to have the awareness to pass it to Clark to do the rest. 2-0, it's game over. And like I say, a fantastic start for Sunderland, for Reggie Labrie. couldn't be more happier. Like I say, but we still need, if we can, to get this centre forward, big centre forward that can hold the ball up and give us a chance for it to get out in these type of away games when we need the pressure relieved. Against a better quality side, we could possibly have arguably gone on to concede a goal in that second half, but Cardiff lacking a centre forward like us, I think. Nice build-up player, but didn't have a note in the final third. Player ratings then. So Anthony Patterson didn't really have much to do. His kicking still needs working on. But 7 out of 10 for Anthony Patterson. Trey Hume, another quality performance, couple of crunching tackles. Yes, he got booked, but 7 out of 10 for Trey Hume. Adji Elise, again, solid. Gave the ball away a couple of times and did get booked as well, but pretty solid in defence, 7. Luke O'Nien, I know, again, I criticise him and say he's not a centre-half, and there was a couple of hairy moments in the game when he gave the ball away at times. But today, he had a good game. He got the goal, 8 out of 10 for Luke O'Nien. In midfield, Dan Neil in that sitting role, a lot of energy, a couple of good tackles, a couple of good passes, but overall he was a little bit sloppy, especially in the second half. 6 out of 10 for Dan Neil. Alan Brown, I thought first half was tremendous. Good running forward, which is what we've lacked at midfield, to getting beyond the forwards, which is what he was doing. Settled in really well. A solid 7 out of 10 for Alan Brown. Roberts, an 8 out of 10 for me. See, he looked sharp, was looking to get on the ball, was creating things, taking people on, put the cross in for the first goal. 8 out of 10 for Roberts. Jack Clark, see, a quiet first half, but came into the game the more it went on. 8 out of 10 for Jack Clark. Mienda, I thought, grafted. He looked hungry. He worked really hard for the team. He looks pacey, and he looks like he's got something about him. He had a great chance in the second half. Job squared it for to kill the game off, but he missed. Took it with his left foot instead of his right. The keeper saved it. That was his chance to get off the mark, and it would have made a massive difference to his confidence. But unfortunately, he missed. But I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 because you say he grafted, but should have took his chances, should have scored. Job, 8 out of 10 for Job. I think, like I said, I've been criticised for him. I've criticised him on here, and for me, he still shouldn't be playing every game. But today, he had a good game. He looked in that midfield. He was an influence. He was a dominance, and like I say, he won the ball back for the second goal. But my man of the match today was Dennis Serkin. I thought he was absolutely tremendous, up and down the pitch, supporting Jack Clark, winning tackles, winning headers. He gets the assist for the first goal. Could have arguably got a second one in the second half when he just mistimed his header. But for me, Dennis Serkin, great to see him back, great energy, and he's exactly what we've been missing. The side looks much more balanced when we've got the right back and left back in the side. Left footed Dennis Serkin. So for me, Dennis Serkin, man of the match with a 9 out of 10. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Who was your man of the match? If you were at the game, what was your thoughts? How did we play? See, we couldn't be more happier. We'll move on to Preston now during the week in the Carabao Cup. Elsewhere in the Championship, well, we know Blackburn, they beat Derby 4-2 last night. I wouldn't say it was an outstanding performance because Derby, I thought, were the better team for the majority of the game, but Blackburn got off to a winning start. Portsmouth got a cracking 3-3 draw at Leeds. Leeds only equalised in the 95th minute. Borough beat Swansea 1-0 today. Watford, my tip for to do well, beat Millwall 3-2 away. Oxford with a great result, beat Norwich 2-0. West Brom beat QPR at QPR 3-1. Guess who? Yes, Josh Madger scored a hat-trick. Stoke beat Coventry 1-0. Bit of a surprise result. I took Coventry for to win that game. And Hull drew 1-1 with Bristol City. So I think we're sitting in third or fourth, early days, but it's vitally important that we got off to a good start. Reggie LeBrie must be absolutely buzzing with the work rate and the graft that we put in. Like I say, a second half could have been better. We gave the ball away a lot, but we grafted and still restricted them. We kept our shape. When we lost the ball, we got back in that shape quickly and restricted them to not very many chances. So overall, couldn't be more happier. Fantastic 3 points, a fantastic win. Early doors, but it's great signs. See, a Carabao Cup on Tuesday will be a much changed side where the reserve team will be playing. But then Sheffield Wednesday at home next Saturday, 12:30. Or is it Sunday? I'm not too sure. But let's get that second win on the board, make it 2-2, and let's get off to a fantastic start and challenge up that league. Still a lot of work to do. Like I say, we still need these quality signings because one win doesn't make a season, but it's positive signs, it's a good start, and let's crack on. But thanks for watching, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.